You know what? There's a lot of accidentals in there. The music is correct. Could be a lot more. Yes, this place is really kind of silly.
It's hard.
Sounds great up there, kids. It's great to have you.
You ever played actual parts like play with orchestra was? Freaking so hard.
Sorry, joking. Like switch to and then I switch to back on each thing. The main band still
Yeah, I never noticed that.
One, two, three.
I like the snare part.
Very patient. Yeah. Not so slow, and then we'll go through. Let's start slow. Here we go. 1, 2, 1.
I saw one up there when I was looking at all the other ones. Big boxes. It's
I
like
don't remember. I bought one.
there's nothing. No,
Well, I got like a
oh,
size
that's how
one.
people get on Saturday.
So
No, that's
it's
awesome.
very soft.
Yeah.
But I don't remember eating it.
Well, I know there's like a long sleeve one. You know, my mother, somebody like literally every memorable Scotland food maybe I would bought like and my mom's been wearing one.
Presenting your state regions: Alabama, Patrice Donnelly; Arizona, Sally Lavorne; Arkansas, Gail Markley; California, Sharon Moss; Colorado, Leslie Brinkley; Connecticut, Lisa Milan; District of Columbia, Elizabeth Hicks; Florida, Cynthia Addison; Georgia, Betty Hara; Idaho, Janice Beller; Illinois, Christina Bannon; Iowa, Edith Brunia; Kansas, Rebecca Klein; Kentucky, Linda Conrad; Louisiana, Cheryl Gott; Maine, Elizabeth Calhoun; Maryland, Myrnie Crane; Massachusetts, Carolyn Nutt; Michigan, Kelly Van Wormer; Minnesota, Carolyn Leffler; Mississippi, Cynthia Magnum; Missouri, Renee Pace; Montana, Jennifer Buckley; Nebraska, Marcy Slavlik; Nevada, Cynthia Bell; New Hampshire, Kathleen Sternenberg; New Jersey, Diane Oliver; New Mexico, Eleanor Ortiz; New York, Pamela Barrick; North Carolina, Anna Choi; North Dakota, Ann Muir; Ohio, Susan Leininger; Oklahoma, Nancy Lyle; Oregon, Nancy Slagle; Pennsylvania, Margaret Frisch; Rhode Island, Ann Harrigan; South Carolina, Bonnie Bell Moffitt; South Dakota, Catherine Terrell; Tennessee, Emily Robinson; Texas, Marcy Carter Lovick; Utah, Catherine Matson; Vermont, Janet Weaver; Virginia, Virginia, Lori Nesbitt. Washington, Christine Crowder. West Virginia, Jane Lark. Wisconsin, Sandra Snow. Wyoming, Claire White. And now presenting your Vice Presidents General, the class of 2026. Paula Rankus. Susan Broderick. Catherine Assay. Elizabeth Clark Urban. Amanda Lazarus. Kathleen Huston. And Morgan Elliott. For the class of 2025, Patrice Berner. Helen Polk. Charlotte White. Candace Kane. Elizabeth Watkins. Leanne Turbyfield. And Cecile Wemberly. And now the class of 2024. Lael Marlowe. Carol Weiss. Maureen Tipton. Elizabeth Billum. Susan Tillman. Kay Yarborough. And Tammy Clemens. And now presenting your executive officers. Reporter General Janelle Linky Mongo. Curator General Susan Lee Metzger. Librarian General Cynthia Cleveland McNamara. Historian General Suzanne Marie Heskey. Registrar General Cynthia Moody Parnell. Treasurer General Sherry Edwards. Organizing Secretary General Nancy Sherm Wright. Corresponding Secretary General Janet Chapin McFarland. Recording Secretary General Lanabeth Lunsford Horgan. Chaplain General Virginia Grace Lingelbach. First Vice President General Ginny Sebastian Storage. and your President General, Pamela Rouse Wright.
Well, good evening. The 133rd Continental Congress will come to order. Please remain standing until the colors are posted. And this new gavel that we're using this evening was presented to the National Society by the Tennessee Society in honor of the 100th anniversary of Kate Duncan Smith DAR School. It was made from the hickory trees at KDS, which were in the area of the school where the 100th anniversary campus project is being completed. Tennessee DAR State Treasurer and KDS graduate Helen Moore facilitated the creation of this gavel, which was made by her husband Marty Moore and John Brewer. Thank you, Tennessee. The invocation will be given by Virginia Grace Lingelbach, Chaplain General. Mrs. Lingelbach.
Our scripture tonight is from Philippians chapter 4. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I now invite you to pray in your faith and tradition as I pray in mine. Our Father in heaven, we have gathered to honor students who exemplify leadership, scholarship, and citizenship. Bless them with guidance and wisdom as they continue to move forward throughout their lives. Through hard work and dedication, may they achieve their goals and desires of the heart, and may they use their skills to bless the lives of others in our country and throughout the world. May their leaders, their school administrators, teachers, and parents be blessed for their vital roles and for the support they give to the youth of our country. In your holy name we pray. Amen.
The Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America will be led by Sherry Edwards, Treasurer General. Dr. Edwards.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Americans' Creed will be led by Ashley Wasser, the 2023 National Outstanding Junior. Mrs. Wasser.
I believe in the United States of America as a government of the people, by the people, for the people, whose just powers are derived from the consent of the governed, a democracy and a republic, a sovereign nation of many sovereign states, a perfect union, one and inseparable, established upon those principles of freedom, equality, justice, and humanity, for which American patriots sacrificed their lives and fortunes.
The preamble to the Constitution will be led by Sharon Moss, California State Regent. Mrs. Moss.
We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America.
Cynthia Bell, Nevada State Regent, will lead the assembly in singing the first and the fourth verse of the national anthem. You may find the words in your program on page 10. Mrs. Bell.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. Rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled
Please enjoy the Washingtonian Brass Band while the colors and our beautiful state flags are posted and the pages retire. may be seated. Thank you, Virginia, Sherry, Ashley, Sharon, and Cynthia. We are delighted to have the Washingtonian Brass Band with us this evening under the direction of Yari Villanueva. The Washingtonian Brass Band consists of former military and local professional musicians who perform around the Washington, D.C. metro area. Director Yari Villanueva, who is a retired Air Force band member, specifically the former assistant drum major and staff arranger for the U.S. Air Force Band, has been delighting D.C. and Baltimore metro audiences with his performances and arrangements for nearly 30 years. Additionally, he is a dedicated taps bugler and oversees a nonprofit called Taps for Veterans. With over 1,000 veterans passing away each day and not enough military buglers to attend every funeral, most veterans receive an audio recording of taps. Taps for Veterans believes that a veteran's final honors are worthy of a live rendition of our national song of remembrance. The mission at Taps for Veterans is to provide an opportunity for buglers or trumpet players to sound taps for military veteran funerals and ceremonies. With the military unable to provide live buglers for every military funeral and ceremony, Taps for Veterans is assisting to help provide that much-needed service, and the National Society is very proud to have made a donation to support this honorable mission. Please join me in expressing our appreciation to Washingtonian Brass Band and Yari. We are now very pleased to present a video highlighting this year's American Heritage Contest winners. Please direct your attention to the screens to view these extraordinary entries.
Captain Bill Driver's ship sailed the sea. His mom made a banner for all to see. And when he saw it, he loudly proclaimed, "Old Glory," that was her name. Old Glory, tried and true. Old Glory, red, white, and blue. Bold stripes and bright stars too. Old Glory, how we love you. Time came for William to leave the sea. His then made a home in Nashville, Tennessee. People passed by, they would look to the sky, and always see glory flying high. Oh, glory, tried and true. Oh, glory, red, white, and blue. Bold stripes and bright stars too. Oh, glory, how we love you. War clouds gathered behind our land. Some fought for the north and some for the south. Filled with alarm, we brought glory down. He kept his flag hidden from harm. Rebel searched high and rebel searched low, for his protector, companion, and friend. Over and under and all around, but old glory could not be found. Oh, glory, tried and true. Oh, glory, red, white, and blue. Bold stripes and bright stars
Congratulations to all of our American Heritage winners. Isn't their artistry incredibly beautiful? Just amazing. In every era, we can all choose to make a positive difference in our world. As Teddy Roosevelt said, quote, "Do what you can with what you have where you are," end quote. Renovating and restoring Memorial Continental Hall, the only memorial to the American Revolution in Washington, D.C., is our choice today. This distinguished monument to our patriot ancestors honors the men and women who gave of themselves, risking reputation, family ties, and even their very lives to secure our independence. Recognizing that our House Beautiful is more than just a building, it is a place that created memories and shares stories. Our campaign to restore Memorial Continental Hall is aptly called "If These Walls Could Talk." On July 4th, 2023, participants in the Independence Day Parade gathered at Memorial Continental Hall to view our nation's fireworks celebration. One of the guests that day was my 4-year-old granddaughter, Charlotte. Insisting on climbing the steps alone, she squealed with delight as she skipped through those beautiful bronze doors leading into the Pennsylvania foyer. She then shouted, "This is a beautiful home. We should all live here." That moment is very memorable for me, not just because she's my granddaughter and was being adorable, but also because she realized, even at the age of 4, that Memorial Continental Hall is more than a building. It's a home. Our home. And one day, when she becomes a member with your daughters and granddaughters, it will be their home too. Of course, Memorial Continental Hall also serves an important historic purpose. The only monument to the men and women of the American Revolution in Washington, D.C., it houses thousands of historic documents and priceless treasures. It welcomes presidents and dignitaries, artists, and thought leaders. It serves as a place of learning for students who come to be educated and inspired, and as a place of discovery for people looking to connect to their own patriot past. So much history has unfolded within its walls. Just imagine the stories Memorial Continental Hall would tell if its walls could talk. As daughters, we know that protecting and preserving our House Beautiful is our duty, a promise we made to our founders who lovingly built this building stone by stone. But when we think of Memorial Continental Hall as our home, its protection becomes personal, and its preservation becomes a labor of love. Today, our home is in trouble. Time and extreme weather have taken their toll. Our House Beautiful has cracks and fissures in the marble and stone outside of the building, leading to water damage on the inside. Left unaddressed, Memorial Continental Hall and all the treasures within could be damaged beyond repair. We cannot let this corrosion continue, especially with Memorial Continental Hall's vital role in the upcoming celebrations for our nation's 250th anniversary. I know all daughters are as deeply concerned by the damage to our House Beautiful as I am. We joined DAR because we believe in its mission to preserve history. Now, that mission must begin with our own home. This historic renovation of Memorial Continental Hall will require financial support from daughters and friends nationwide with a total cost of $8 million. It is a delicate process that requires expert minds and hands. It is also an exciting opportunity, a chance to do something DAR has not done in over half a century. We are going to restore our House Beautiful to its original glory, and we are going to do it with determination, precision, and passion. Thank you, daughters and friends, for your generosity and support. We cannot do this without you. This timely restoration constitutes the largest part of the President General's project and promises the long-term preservation of our society's vast treasury of tangible and intangible objects. As we look ahead to the celebrations marking the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, here we are this evening, sparkling together at this perfect place and time. With determination and passion, we will keep this cherished site brilliantly enduring as a testament to the important contributions, known, unknown, celebrated, and unsung, of so many patriots of years past. So this evening, we will celebrate the achievements in education and the primary objectives established at the founding of our National Society in 1890. For you see, historic preservation, education, and patriotism are the pillars of our National Society. President George Washington's injunction in his farewell address to the American people was, quote, "Promote as an object of primary importance institutions for the general diffusion of knowledge, thus developing an enlightened public opinion," end quote. One of the most rewarding and visible ways that DAR chapters have long engaged students and educators is by conducting our essay contest in thousands of communities each year. My great pleasure is to welcome the National Chair of the American History Committee, Janet Westbrook, to introduce the American History Essay Contest. Mrs. Westbrook.
Madam President General, the American History Committee appreciates the excitement of chapters and members who've contributed the way they sparkle for American history in the Stars and Stripes newsletter, the Daughters online community, and giving programs in American history. Debbie Cannon, National Vice Chair Communications, has educated us daily with a nugget of American Revolutionary history. Penny Switzer, National Vice Chair of Women in American History, has delighted us in sharing these wonderful women from all 50 states and DC in our newsletter and on the doc, and adds them to our national database. We've seen an increase in chapters awarding students of all ages with the Excellence in American History Award. These are displays of love of American history for students. We're excited to announce a new contest, the American History Video Contest, open to students in grades 5 through 12. Amy Lawson joins our team as the National Vice Chair of this contest. And tonight, we want to celebrate the national winners of our essay contest. The topic changes each year for the American History Essay Contest. This year, the topic was for the students to imagine they are a reporter writing an article on the first performance of John Philip Sousa's new march, The Stars and Stripes Forever, on May 14, 1897. The Patriots of the American Revolution DAR Essay Contest has the students selecting a figure from the American Revolution era and discussing how he or she influenced the revolution and their contribution to the founding of a new nation. Helen Ditto, National Vice Chair of the American History Essay Contest, will introduce these 4 national winners in 5th through 8th grade, followed by Kathy Heyer, National Vice Chair of the Patriots of the American Revolution DAR Essay Contest, with her national contest winner, Mrs. Ditto.
Madam President General, our 5th grade winner is Kate Womack, who attends Challenger School and is sponsored by the Unitah chapter in Utah. Kate's family had a scheduled trip to Hawaii, so Kate is unable to be with us tonight. Darn. It gives me great pleasure to introduce dear Mirotra, a 6th grader from Malcolm Bridge Middle School in Georgia. He is sponsored by the Appalachia chapter and has with him tonight his parents, sister, and several friends. Mr. Mirotra.
Good evening, Madam President General and respected guests. It is such an honor and privilege to stand before you today as I receive this award. I wouldn't be here if not for the love and encouragement of my family, my teachers, and my friends. In addition, I'm grateful to the Georgia State DAR Chair and the Appalachia DAR Chapter, in particular, Regent Rachel Tribble and Dr. Jerry Wolf, for sponsoring me and being so supportive of me through 2 years of participation. I enjoyed this year's prompt about our national march, The Stars and Stripes Forever. Written and composed by John Philip Sousa, the subject of the prompt really spoke to me as a first-year band student in my school. I learned to play some of Sousa's marches like El Capitan and high school cadets in our band class this year, so learning about the man behind the music through researching and writing this essay was very rewarding. Sousa would have just been a name in my band book sheet music had it not been for this prompt. Additionally, this prompt inspired and motivated me to create a multimedia presentation about the Stars and Stripes Forever for the Georgia Student Technology Competition, which won first place in the state in its category. As I share the last paragraph of my essay in a moment, I thank the National Society Daughters of the American Revolution for fueling my curiosity and expanding my knowledge with these amazing essay prompts. Sousa once said, "Anybody can write music of a sort, but touching the public heart is quite another thing." Well, Sousa has made a career of it, as he showed last night at the premiere of the Stars and Stripes Forever, which will undoubtedly become one of his most popular marches. Born in 1854, right by the Marine Barracks in Washington, D.C., Sousa, a gifted musician from an early age, was exposed to and heavily influenced by military march music, and his years of service in the Marine Band cemented his love for his country. It is no wonder that he conceived the Stars and Stripes Forever as a tribute to the spirit of America and to the freedom, democracy, and opportunity that she stands for around the world. Thank you.
Our 7th grade winner is Jack Nuremberg from Ohio and attends Monroe Junior High School. Jack is sponsored by the Nathaniel Sackett chapter. Joining him tonight are his parents and brother. With pleasure, Mr. Nuremberg.
I would like to thank a few people tonight. My parents, who have always been supportive of me and my passions. My teacher, Melissa Costello, who has given me the one of the best things that one can give towards art, criticism. And, of course, the DAR, for choosing my essay and giving me these opportunities. I will now read this excerpt from my essay. I sat at home a few days after the ceremony. In my hand was the fully published article. I had read it several times by now, and I still couldn't believe how proud it made me feel. The paper read as follows. The Philadelphia Times, John Philip Sousa, the March King, strikes again. Last night, May 14th, 1897, I got the amazing opportunity to witness the first ever public performance of the Stars and Stripes Forever. This piece has already been deemed the future national anthem of the United States by many, including myself. Seeing the flag waving as the band played truly filled my heart with thoughts of the American values of patriotism and freedom. The event started a few days ago with the unveiling of the George Washington statue, a beautiful tribute to the first ever President of the United States of America. Subsequently, the day of the concert had finally arrived, along with a multitude of other festivities. Everyone was seated in the stands as they waited for the performance to commence. John Philip Sousa happens to be a very interesting man. At the age of 13, he nearly ran away to join a circus band. Of course, his father caught him and had him become a Marine band apprentice. Today, he's conducted countless shows and composed many pieces. He now leads and creates musical scores for the President's own Marine band, which performed today at the event. He composed this song after learning of the unfortunate and untimely death of his band manager, David Blakely, while returning from his vacation to Europe. The piece began very triumphantly. It was so strong that I nearly jumped out of my seat and started marching myself. It then entered a more quiet section, giving the piccolos more time to shine. The sounds reminded me of the now iconic painting, The Spirit of '76. It alluded to the fife and drum majors of the Revolutionary War. Then came my personal favorite section, where the brass played the main leitmotif of the song. The song ended with a grand finale as all of the instruments played their separate parts together. It was truly spectacular. Overall, the event was amazing and a huge success. I interviewed many people who were at this festival. Ronald, a man who attended the event, had this to say: "I was in tears thinking about the beauty of this country. John Philip Sousa is truly a musical genius. God bless America." Others were reminded of darker times in their life, like Joanne, who told us about her heartbreaking story. "My husband, Alexander, was killed in the Civil War. It felt like he was finally with me again. John Philip Sousa, if you're reading this kind man's paper, thank you for giving us light in our lives." The Stars and Stripes Forever was a hit amongst audience, and I am so excited to see him perform this piece again. Long live the March King.
I am pleased to introduce Ananya Mandrakar from New Jersey. Ananya is our 8th grade winner from Millbourne Middle School and is sponsored by the Morristown chapter. She is joined tonight by her parents. Ms. Mandrakar.
Good evening. I would like to thank the Daughters of the American Revolution for holding the American History Essay Contest, which I have participated in for the past 4 years. I am truly honored to be standing here tonight as the 8th grade national winner. I would also like to thank the Morristown chapter and the New Jersey DAR for always supporting me through this wonderful journey. This essay contest has been one of the most valuable learning experiences for me, and I am so grateful that I had the opportunity to participate. Lastly, I would like to thank my parents, family, and friends for always supporting and encouraging me. Now, I would like to share the following excerpt of my essay, The Stars and Stripes Forever, the March King's New Star Piece. After a long journey away from home, John Philip Sousa, more commonly known as the March King, is back with a new symphony. On May 14th, 1897, Stars and Stripes Forever made its official debut at the Philadelphia Academy of Music in an auditorium overflowing with music enthusiasts. The musicians took their positions on stage swiftly. With the motion of his baton, Sousa signaled the musicians to start the march. The lively and spirited melodies filled the auditorium, instantly capturing the audience's attention. Stars and Stripes Forever resonated with the audience and evoked a sense of national pride and unity. When asked about what inspired him to compose Stars and Stripes Forever, Sousa replied, "On board the steamer, as I walked miles up and down the deck, back and forth, a mental band was playing Stars and Stripes Forever. Day after day as I walked, it persisted in crashing into my very soul." After the performance, I had the opportunity to speak with the band's clarinetist, Albert Gustav. He has enjoyed his position in the Sousa Band, among the very best musicians in the world. He described the song by saying, "I get goosebumps just from the opening notes. I almost wept with joy after witnessing the crowd's reactions. Stars and Stripes Forever captures the spirit of America, strength, energy, and beauty." Being a part-time musician myself, I think that Stars and Stripes Forever is a wonderful representation of American music. The rhythms, piccolo solo, and dynamic changes give the song a unique character. Its lively melody brings out feelings of pride, loyalty, and love for America. Its structure is very different from most pieces of today, making the song feel like a breath of fresh air. I believe that this march will go down in history as one of Sousa's most prominent and patriotic works. Thank you.
Madam President General. What an honor to introduce our third annual national winner of the Patriots of the American Revolution DAR Essay Contest. This award is open to 9th through 12th grades with one overall winner. Our winner is making history herself tonight, as you may recognize her from last year. It is a pleasure to introduce Hansika Linkala to you as our national winner for the second year in a row. Miss Linkala is a 10th grader from East Granby High School in Connecticut. She is sponsored by the Abigail Phelps chapter and is joined by her parents, brothers, grandmother, and teacher. Miss Linkala wrote about John Dickinson. Miss Linkala?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Hansika Linkala, and I will be presenting sections from my essay tonight. Firstly, I would like to thank the Daughters of the American Revolution for the opportunity to come here and present my essay today. Additionally, I want to thank my teacher who has helped me with this essay, Ms. Rosenstein. She has helped me with these contests since I was in 5th grade, and I cannot thank her enough for all the support she has given me. Of course, I want to thank my family for supporting me throughout my DAR essay contest journey. This year, I wrote about John Dickinson. I'll be piecing segments of my essay together. Enjoy. Known as a penman of the American Revolution, John Dickinson wrote and published works that influenced colonists' thoughts about the Patriots. By voicing his beliefs, Dickinson helped shape the political ideology of the colonists. The ideas expressed in his writing gave the colonists a reason not only to rebel, but to consider separation from Great Britain. The political aspirations he expressed in his writings motivated people of all backgrounds to use their skills to further the goals of the American Revolution. The fight for freedom continued on the battlefield, both indirectly and directly. A notable instance was when Dickinson took charge of a garrison in Elizabeth, New Jersey, as part of a defensive strategy against potential British advances from Staten Island to cross through the New Jersey landscape to target Philadelphia. Apart from his military involvement, Dickinson participated in government and had notable political achievements. In particular, he demonstrated the impact and importance of diplomacy by helping draft the Olive Branch Petition in 1775. The petition expressed the colonists' desire to prevent further conflict with the British military and wanted to solve this through diplomacy with Parliament. Dickinson's ideas continue to resonate with Americans today and have instilled an understanding of what it means to be American. I hope you learned something new today. Once again, thank you to the Daughters of the American Revolution for inviting my family and I to this event, and thank you all for listening. Thank you.
I think you better just keep it in your hand because I don't want to push it. Really beautiful. That's good. And then the white man is okay. And you just a face. You're so talented. We're going to have a picture now. There we go. Thank you. Congratulations. So we'll give this back to you. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients. We're so very proud of these talented young people. Please congratulate them again. And thank you, Janet, Helen, and Catherine. Each year, the DAR Good Citizens Committee is privileged to recognize those outstanding high school seniors who exemplify the characteristics of dependability, service, leadership, and patriotism upon which most of our programs are founded. To present the 2024 DAR Good Citizen of the Year, please welcome Cindy Newbold, National Chair of the DAR Good Citizens Committee. Ms. Newbold.
Thank you, Madam President General. Tonight, the DAR Good Citizens Committee announces a new winner and acknowledges 90 years of recognizing high school seniors that have documented evidence proving their dependability, their service, their leadership, and their patriotism. Over the past year, daughters have identified 6,624 qualified high school seniors in their communities and awarded nearly $600,000. We are honored to add another worthy student to our list of national winners. The 2024 winner is Christina Gojayan. Christina is sponsored by the Rebecca Bryan Boone chapter, which is led by Regent Janet Norman Kennedy in the state of Kentucky under the leadership of Linda Couch Conrad and the DAR Good Citizen Committee Chair, Terry Smith. Christina is here tonight with her parents and her sister, Sabrina. The class of 2024 mastered their high school education during a pandemic. Their experience is unique to them in many ways that none of us will ever understand. Even so, Christina ranks in the top of her class academically and is a highly awarded swimmer. With that in mind, I believe the best way to tell you about Christina is to share some of the words coming from one of her teachers. Quote, "Christina is a beam of light who spreads happiness and kindness to everyone she meets. She lives always to study to learn instead of studying for the A. She is empathetic to others and very humble. For the past 6 years, Christina has volunteered numerous hours in her local library, serving in numerous capacities as necessary. Her supervisor shared these words: Christina is able to build trust with peers and adults around her. I have seen her wisdom, courage, and dedication to our community. She created a space for me to be a mentor, and I have learned from her. So without further ado, please welcome the 2024 DAR Good Citizen National winner, Christina Gojayan.
Good evening. Thank you for attending this event and for sharing this moment with me. And thank you, Madam President General, for honoring me today. Receiving this award is an incredible honor. It truly feels surreal. And I could not have made it here without my family. When I was 11, my grandma Ophelia developed brain cancer. As I spent time with her, she told me stories about her life, including the events of the 1988 Armenian-Azerbaijan conflict. Listening to how her family was violently forced to flee from their home truly shocked me. I tried to imagine how difficult it must have been to leave everything they knew behind and come to America as refugees, not speaking a word of English and not having a dime to spend. Ophelia was not the only family member who shaped me into the person I am today. My other grandparents, Zina and Sasha, immigrated to America because of the emerging unrest in Ukraine. They uprooted their lives and moved to a foreign land in their 70s, also not speaking any English and without a means to be independent. Learning about the hardships my family overcame and witnessing their immigration process taught me to appreciate my country. It made me realize how fortunate I am to be born in America. The violence my family endured opened my eyes to a world that I am thankful I never had to experience. Their journeys not only taught me bravery, resilience, and perseverance, but also compassion, empathy, and kindness. My family's experiences and values shaped me into the person I am today. Because of my family, I have grown up to be a strong leader, a patriot of my country, and ultimately, a good citizen. I thank my family for their unconditional love and for always believing in me. I would also like to thank my local and state chapter for their remarkable kindness and unwavering support. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. We believe you're a good citizen too, right? Thank you, Cindy. Teaching is a noble profession in our society, providing students the tools they need as future leaders and engaged citizens. Excellent teaching is marked by an educator's ability to instill passion, knowledge, and understanding. One of the primary objectives of DAR is to promote American history education, and each year we look forward to the presentation of the Outstanding Teacher of American History Award. Historian General Suzanne Heskey will now present the 2024 Outstanding Teacher of American History. Ms. Heskey.
Madam President General, there isn't time to tell you all of the things Lois McMillan has to say and show us. She has impressive credentials and rave reviews. Lois earned a bachelor's degree in engineering from Idaho State University, but it wasn't until she met a young man on a public bus that she realized her true passion was education. He was proudly displaying his Special Olympics champion ribbon for swimming, which resonated deeply with her as a collegiate swimmer. Inspired, Lois became his Special Olympics coach and soon discovered her calling as an educator. She now credits her students as the source of her energy and motivation, driving her dedication to teaching. With a teaching career spanning over 3 decades, Lois has expertly guided learners of all levels, from elementary to high school students. Currently, she shares her passion for history with students at Grants Pass High School in Grants Pass, Oregon, teaching both American and world history. A few of her accolades include National Board Certification in Early Adolescent Social Studies History, 2005, Masters in American History through the Gettysburg College Gilder Lehrman Institute, 2023, Oregon History Teacher of the Year in 2006, Oregon Civic Teacher Award in 2014, Oregon Award for Service to Education in 2016, and Southern Oregon Teacher of the Year in 2022. In 2018, she won the Grammy Music's Jane Ortner Award for integrating music in the non-music classroom. That led her to take a year sabbatical in New York City for the Hamilton Education Program, which enabled her to facilitate the teaching of a founding-era curriculum to over 750 Title I high schools in 14 cities around the country, touching 50,000 students. Lois has been a Beringer Fellow at Monticello, Catherine B. Reynolds Teacher Fellow at Ford's Theater, and Oregon's 2021 James Madison Fellow. For the past decade, she has served as a master teacher for the Gilder Lehrman Institute, teaching over 30 seminars on pedagogy to fellow educators. This remarkable individual has molded minds of tomorrow and inspired many to dream. She uttered in quote, "Every single day I belly laugh and I am moved to tears. Teaching is everything to me. I want my students to become the best of American citizens that serve the next generation," end quote. Her family is unable to be here with her this evening, but joining her is a dear friend and the 2024 Outstanding Teacher of American History from Ohio State. Madam President General, it is an honor to present the Outstanding Teacher of American History for 2024, sponsored by the Rogue Applegate Chapter and the Oregon State Society. Lois McMillan.
Thank you.
Daughters of the American Revolution, President General Pamela Wright, Oregon State Regent Nancy Slagle, and Oregon's Rogue Applegate, Barbara Johnson, to you, I am forever grateful. Teachers like Kimberly Huffman and I have the privilege to teach the rich history of our nation's founding. We are the inheritors of your love of patriotism, your dedication to historic preservation, and your service to education. Scholarship on the American Revolution is richer and more inspiring today than ever before. We are learning fresh perspectives about people we've always known, people who have been previously marginalized, and people who have been invisible to our history. For example, we have learned recently about the complicated story of Liz, an enslaved woman from New York City who escaped enslavement by running to British lines, yet ended up being the key woman spy in the George Washington Culpeper spy ring. Although Liz was denied her liberty, she quietly aided our independence from Great Britain. I am grateful for the courage of women like Liz, as well as other women of the past like Abigail Adams and Phyllis Wheatley, who were painted on my dress by Janet Higgins, a local artist and dear friend from my hometown, Grants Pass, Oregon. Abigail Adams and Phyllis Wheatley, two of our founders, represented and embraced the classical virtues. Jeffrey Rosen, president and CEO of the National Constitution Center, recently published an insightful book, The Pursuit of Happiness: How Classical Writers on Virtue Inspired the Lives of the Founders and Defined America, where he emphasized, quote, the classical understanding of the pursuit of happiness, the freedom to make daily choices about how to balance emotion and reason that led to truth, order, harmony, and wisdom, aligned with the divine will or natural harmonies of the universe. Rosen revealed to us Abigail Adams' humility and Phyllis Wheatley's sincerity, virtues that the daughters of the American Revolution possess. Thank you for embracing and inspiring our students to learn about our glorious and complicated history. And thank you for the following Abigail Adams wisdom to always remember the ladies.
Congratulations again, Lois. We wish you the very best and appreciate the ways you focus on the future of your students by teaching the lessons of the past. And thank you, Suzanne. We will now have a musical presentation by the DAR All-American Chorus under the direction of Jeannie Josbury, accompanied by Paige Rumble. Mrs. Josbury is a career music teacher and church musician, and she has produced more than 12 musicals during her teaching career. She was named a Georgia Star Teacher for 2 years. A soloist with both the Augusta Symphony and the Augusta Opera, she has enjoyed directing the Georgia State Chorus and singing the national anthem for many state events. Mrs. Rumble is the chapter regent of the St. Ledger Cowley chapter in Lincoln, Nebraska. She holds a Bachelor of Music from Baldwin Wallace University and has completed master's level coursework at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln towards a Master of Music. We welcome the DAR All-American Chorus.
What
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand when your branch of service is called as we sing a tribute to the armed services.
First to fight for the right and to
That was wonderful. Thank you, daughters, for sharing your musical talents with us. Thank you, Jeannie and Paige. Thank you so much. You are outstanding DAR chorus. I think you're the best there ever was. We have absolutely loved having our essay winners and good citizen with us this evening, haven't we? Please congratulate them again. The personal pages to the President General will now escort you back to your families. So they're going to come and lead you from the platform before we begin our next portion of the program. So thank them again for being here, please. Just as the outstanding young people recognized earlier are the future of our nation, so too are the junior members the future of the National Society. The Junior Membership Committee theme is Junior Hearts Sparkle Through Service. These dynamic women are indeed making a difference in their local communities across the country through community service. Will you please rise if you are a junior member? You may be seated. Now please rise if you joined as a junior but have aged out. You may be seated. The Wright Administration executive officers are pleased to have 3 past National Junior Membership Committee chairs. Sherry Edwards was not one of them. And she's handling your money. How about that one? We have 9 who joined as juniors. Yeah. 9 who served as pages, 6 chapter outstanding juniors, 6 state outstanding juniors, 3 division winners, 1 national runner-up in 1997, Historian General Suzanne Heskey. You're over here, yeah. And 1 national winner who is celebrating the 41st anniversary of that honor tonight, Organizing Secretary General Nancy Wright. My pleasure is also to recognize 2 additional state winners, Honorary Presidents General Presley Merritt Wagoner and Lynn Forney Young. And you may rise. So now, please welcome the National Chair of the Junior Membership Committee, Sarah Brooks. Mrs. Brooks.
Thank you, Madam President General. When asked what is success, Margaret Thatcher said that it was a mixture of having a flair for the thing that you were doing, hard work, and a sense of purpose. The women that we are proudly honoring tonight as our outstanding junior members for 2024 have that flair, work ethic, and sense of purpose in God, home, and country. They have worked tirelessly for DAR and within their communities, and each of these women is a tremendous example of the leadership we can see for the future of our organization. Juniors who obtain this honor will carry that legacy with them throughout their DAR affiliation. It is a legacy that includes 6 of the last 8 of our President Generals, including Miss Wright, have been named to this honor in their states. In 1962, the National Junior Chairman, Miss Edie Reynolds, wrote when promoting the contest, "Each candidate will typify the ideal junior member. She will have made a vital contribution not only to DAR, but in other places, home, church, and community, within the scope of our national program, historic, educational, and patriotic. I am proud to say that our outstanding juniors from the chapter level to the national level still exemplify these ideals. And tonight, you will hear more about the contributions these women have made to our organization and at home. At this time, National Vice Chairman Outstanding Junior Contest and the 2012 Idaho State winner, Katie Hinckley Markham, will tell you about the contest and present the 2024 Outstanding Juniors. Thank you, Katie, so much for your hard work, seeing that the contest was conducted with the highest integrity at every level. Katie.
Thank you, Mrs. Brooks, Madam President General. As our society continues to celebrate Stars and Stripes Forever, this evening we pause to recognize and celebrate the future of the National Society, our junior members. These women who are setting out in their independent journeys by continuing educations, beginning careers, getting married, and even starting families are such a special demographic within our organization. These women have limitless options where to devote their time, and they are choosing to give their talents and energy to our organization while simultaneously giving countless hours of service in their communities. These daughters, mothers, wives, students, homemakers, and professionals highlight just how vibrantly junior hearts sparkle in service. Each year, chapter outstanding junior members collectively spend hundreds of hours documenting their leadership activities, providing proofs, tallying points, all while detailing the aspects of their personal and professional lives and their service to their communities. This vice chair is truly blown away with the devotion of our junior members to the National Society and the heart that they pour into this contest. Our junior members shine brilliantly, and we can be confident that the future of our society is in very good hands. During the second year of this administration, in addition to assisting the state societies in the selection of their state outstanding juniors, we supported 12 states as they also announced a state outstanding junior runner-up, many states for the very first time. We congratulate those ladies and their state organizations for their dedication and successes. For the 2024 contest, 33 state societies, once again, including our collective units overseas group, named a state outstanding junior member. Each of these women is to be praised for her service to DAR and to her community. It is an honor to be able to recognize and celebrate each of the ladies this evening. The 2024 state winners are from Alabama in the Hunt Spring chapter, Joy Caitlin Monroe. From Arizona, in the Copper State chapter, Catherine Katie Elizabeth Weisner. From California, in the Mojave chapter, Stacy Lynn McMahon. From Colorado, in the Fridays Council Tree chapter, Kristen Ann Rubenthaler Roberts. From Georgia, in the Philadelphia Wind chapter, Caitlin Ann Parrish. From Idaho, in the Eagle chapter, Alicia Sue Love Anderson. From Indiana, in the Mary Renrose Wayne chapter, Jennifer Ann Marie Steyer. From Kansas, in the Sagamore chapter, Jillian Goss Pence. From Maryland, in the Hungerford Tavern chapter, Jennifer Sue Cronin. From Massachusetts, in the Contentment chapter, Nancy K. Milano. From Michigan, in the Detroit chapter, Leanne Tiffany. From Minnesota, in the Lake Minnetonka chapter, Megan Grace Flannery. From Missouri, in the Old Town Fenton chapter, Melanie Renee Brady. Nebraska's winner, Heather Lynn Osnes, was unable to join us this weekend. Nevada's winner, Taylor Nicole Goodwin, was also unable to join us this weekend. From New Hampshire, in the Molly Stark chapter, Brittany Kathleen Sider. New Jersey's winner, Ashley Lynn Rhino Salsano, was unable to join us this weekend. From North Carolina, in the Edward Buncombe chapter, Emily Elizabeth House. From Ohio, in the Cuyahoga Falls chapter, Rebecca Lee Wadowski Armstrong. From Pennsylvania, in the Jephthah Abdott chapter, Michelle Lois Bradley. From South Dakota, in the Mary Chilton chapter, Madeline K. Michelle McElroy. From Utah, in the Uinta chapter, Katie Mitchell. From Virginia, in the John Alexander chapter, Amanda Hayes Rudolph. Washington's winner, Caitlin Marie Standiford, was unable to join us this weekend due to her current Coast Guard assignment. The unit's overseas winner, Caroline Davina Colvin, was also unable to join us this weekend from Australia. These ladies are remarkable, and they certainly sparkle in service to our society and their communities. Let us give them one more round of applause. A panel of 3 judges reviewed each of the 33 applications to determine the 8 national finalists, including our national runner-up and national winner. This year's first judge was Emily Murphy of Virginia. A native of Norfolk with a background in education, Murphy served as a university alumni officer and life skills educator in the U.S. Navy before beginning her public affairs career as a junior writer-editor at Naval Station Rota in Spain. In 2021, her career led her to Japan in Fleet Activities Yokosuka, where she served as the Deputy Public Affairs Officer for the Navy's largest overseas installation. Murphy is currently a Senior Public Affairs Specialist in the Congressional and Public Affairs Office at Norfolk Naval Shipyard in Portsmouth. The second judge, Jennifer Marshall, is a proud Navy veteran and vocal advocate for the military veteran community. You may recognize her as the host of the CW series, Mysteries Decoded, or as Max's mom on the Netflix hit Stranger Things. Other shows she's appeared on includes NCIS and Hawaii Five-0. At just 17, Ms. Marshall joined the U.S. Navy. She deployed in Operation Iraqi Freedom and earned the Enlisted Aviation Warfare Specialist designation. She is an outspoken advocate on veterans issues and currently serves on the Veterans and Community Oversight and Engagement Board. She is a proud volunteer raising funds for nonprofits to donate rehab equipment for all veterans. Honorary President General Lynn Forney Young served as our DAR judge. Ms. Young joined the DAR as a junior member and has served as the national chair of the America 250 Committee twice and as the national chair of Americanism. She served as state regent and recording secretary general during the Mary Ann Wright administration and as president general during the 125th anniversary of DAR. The Young administration achieved the goal of restoring areas of our house beautiful, installing solar panels discreetly on the rooftop, establishing the Guardian Trust Endowment, and the Service to America Committee. She was appointed to the U.S. Semi-Quincentennial Commission in 2016, where she is helping plan and orchestrate the 250th anniversary of our country. We thank these judges for the hours of review and going through these applications to select the wonderful finalists. The 2024 national finalists represent an immense amount of dedication to God, home, and country, and indeed are outstanding women. This year's 8 selected national finalists are: from Alaska, Kristen Marie Cobbin Fox. From the Natalia Shelkoff chapter, Kristen is a longtime DAR member and truly personifies servant leadership. She has served as a chapter chair for 12 years, a chapter officer for 14, including chapter regent, a state chair for 12, a state officer for 2, and as a perennial page. She is a homemaker with a passion for her dog walking side gig. She has volunteered with the VFW, American Legion, Wounded Warriors, Boy Scouts, and is an integral piece of the Kodiak Fishermen's Wives and Associates group. From the District of Columbia, Amanda Hare. From the Capital chapter, Amanda is currently a national vice chair for the Units Overseas Committee for the Congress Luncheon and serves as the state chair for membership. As senior contracting officer for RTI International, she manages a portfolio of grants and federal and non-federal contracts valued at over $380 million. With extensive educational studies, she is highly knowledgeable in numerous geographies and cultures, earning 2 different language scholar fellowships in Arabic and Farsi. She volunteers with the transportation of adoptable animals and voter registration drives. From Florida, Catherine Jean Summers Dew, a 2-time chapter regent of the Sally Harrison chapter. Catherine also serves as the state page co-chair and co-chair for the Literacy Promotion Committee. She earned the trifecta of all 3 DAR leadership courses and the GEP 1, 2, and 3. She is a corresponding docent and submitted over 10,000 documents for the Genealogical Records Committee's supporting documentation program. In addition to being active in her workplace volunteer groups, she is committed to her church, serving on numerous boards and committees. From Kentucky, Shelby Goodlad Coates. From the Simpson County chapter, Shelby currently serves as a national vice chair and as a state chair, as well as holding multiple chapter chair positions. She is a national board certified pre-K teacher at a Title I school, in which more than 50% of her students are dual language learners. Having just completed her 13th year in the classroom, she loves playing a role in the #1 ranked preschool program across the nation. She is very active in her church community and has volunteered with her area Junior League, Habitat for Humanity, Public Library, education associations, and parent-teacher associations. From New York in the White Plains chapter, Maura Riley Light. With her Master's of Science in Health Policy, Planning, and Financing, Maura is the Director of Policy for Novo Nordisk, where she serves as a subject matter expert on U.S. healthcare policy to the Danish-based pharmaceutical company. In 2022, she was awarded a Mount Vernon Woman of Distinction Award. She's a 2-time chapter regent, current state vice chair of protocol, and is a past junior membership chair. She's a senior leader for New York CAR and is heavily involved in the Westchester Lions Club and Alzheimer's Association Walk to End Alzheimer's. From Tennessee and the Judge David Campbell chapter, Jennifer Thomas. As the payroll and benefits manager for one of the largest commercial masonry contractors in Chattanooga, Jennifer continues her family's construction trades tradition and also serves in a managing role for her family's partnership of area properties and businesses. A long-serving member with numerous chapter officer and state vice chair titles, she's also served as a CAR senior leader. In addition to volunteering with many construction institutes, Jennifer has given over 10 years of service to the Chattanooga Grateful Gobbler benefit for the local family shelter and was the hospitality chair for the National Cornbread Festival. From Texas, Frances Audrey Shelby. With her grandmother as her first chapter regent, Frances was destined to become super active in DAR. In addition to many chapter chair and officer positions in the Austin Colony chapter, she is currently a national vice chair and state chair for junior sales. She has graduated from all 3 DAR leadership courses and GEP 1, 2, and 3. Frances is a licensed professional counselor and works as a provider for juvenile detention services in the Austin area, in addition to maintaining her own private practice. In her free time, she volunteers with her church, Find a Grave, pet charities, beach cleanups, CAR, and her local libraries and museums. From Wisconsin in the John Bell chapter, Megan Steingraber. The front-end supervisor for Grocery Cooperative, Megan supervises, trains, and manages many employees in addition to finance and HR duties. She has held numerous chapter and state officer positions and has completed the trifecta of DAR leadership courses and is a longtime CAR senior leader. She has volunteered with the Girl Scouts, the VA, Ronald McDonald House, Habitat for Humanity, and Honor Flight. She is active in her faith community and loves spending time as a parent volunteer in her girls' school. Congratulations again to these 8 incredible women. Let us applaud them one more time. And now the moment of the evening these ladies have been waiting for. Our national runner-up has served as a chapter delegate, chapter chair, chapter officer, and as our chapter regent. She has paged at her state conference for 10 years and at Continental Congress for 9. She has served as a state vice chair and state chair of pages and literacy promotion, as well as multiple other committees. She is a member of her state's Cameo, Page, chapter regents clubs, and earned a national first place for outstanding service by a state society literacy promotion committee. Our runner-up has volunteered with her local Ducks Unlimited Wildlife Conservation Group and Sailing Association. She served as an unpaid state staff bookkeeper in her church and on the finance committee, as well as packaged care packages for units for overseas service members with the groups Kids in Support of Soldiers. She is the daughter of Gordon Summers and wife of Chris Dew. Congratulations to our 2024 National Outstanding Junior Member Runner-Up, Catherine Jean Summers Dew of Florida.
I'd just like to thank the Florida State Society, the National Society, and the Sally Harrison chapter, all my chapters, for their support and the opportunities to serve. Thank you.
Our 2024 National Outstanding Junior Member has served as a chapter delegate, a chapter chair, and chapter officer. She has paged at her state conference for 9 years and at Continental Congress for 9 as well. Our winner has served as state vice chair, state chair, national vice chair, and has served as a senior leader for the Children of the American Revolution. In addition to her numerous DAR leadership positions and over 1,000 names indexed in the Patriot Records Project, our national winner is active in her university's alumni associations, numerous other heritage societies, and the Neighborhood Advisory Board. She volunteers with Restoration Society home tours, as well as regularly donating 12+ inches of her hair to the Locks of Love and Beautiful Links organizations. She is the daughter of Daniel and Joyce Hare and wife Kevin Gogon. Congratulations to our 2024 National Outstanding Junior Member from the District of Columbia, Amanda Hare.
At least I didn't trip. I would like to take this opportunity to thank my state society, Capital Chapter Daughters, for giving me my first opportunity to lead, to my family who could be here today, and their chapters, the Queen Alakippa chapter and the Margaret Gale Thornton chapter of the Pennsylvania State Society, to the fabulous ladies of the Units Overseas Committee. I'm still digesting. To my parents, and to my wonderful husband, chauffeur. Thank you all so much. Madam President General, it is an honor and a pleasure to serve in your administration.
Recognizing these outstanding young women is always a highlight of Continental Congress. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you, Sarah and Katie. Please give your appreciation to Amanda and all the winners throughout the week as you see them. And thank you, juniors, for all you do to strengthen our National Society. We are very proud of you and appreciate your service. Please congratulate these young women again. I hope that you have enjoyed this Education Awards ceremony this evening. Please recognize our honorees and students once again. We have to have much applause. We look forward to joining you again in Constitution Hall tomorrow morning to hear the reports of the state regents and for the nominations of the candidates for office of Vice President General and Honorary Vice President General. May we have some music, please, for the retiring of the colors? Please rise as you are able. This meeting is recessed until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Good evening.